Most English learners waste years trying to speak fluently, and they still get stuck.
That's because they're learning the wrong way.
Today, we'll reveal the only real way to become fluent in English. And it's not textbooks or grammar drills. You'll finally understand why the smartest learners learn without studying. Let's be honest. Most learners spend hours memorizing lists or watching lessons they barely remember the next day.
Yeah, they think the secret is study harder, but fluency isn't about effort. It's about input.
Exactly. If you're reading or listening to English you actually understand, your brain starts to absorb the patterns naturally.
Think about how you learned your first language, and no grammar books, no lessons. You just listened, understood, and repeated.
So the real problem isn't that learners are lazy, it's that they're using methods that fight how the brain actually learns language.
The fancy term is comprehensible input.
It simply means English that's just a little above your level, not too easy, not too hard, so your brain can understand it with context.
For example, if I say, I'm grabbing my jacket because it's chilly outside, you can guess chilly means a little cold.
Right. You didn't need a translation. You understood it from context. That's how children learn.
And adults can too.
The key is consistency. If you listen to English that you understand every day, movies, podcasts, vlogs, you'll start to feel grammar instead of memorizing it.
It's like training your brain's English autopilot.
Let's show how this works.
Okay, imagine I say, the grass is tall, but this grass is short because it's been cut.
Even if you didn't know the word cut, you could see what I meant from the contrast. Tall grass, short grass.
Context teaches meaning. That's comprehensible input in action.
And while listening, you're also learning pronunciation, rhythm, and word order naturally.
Quick question for you listening right now. How do you usually study English?
Do you spend more time memorizing words or listening to English you understand?
Type your answer in the comments. We really want to know how you're learning.
So let's break it into 3 simple steps.
That could be podcasts, short videos, or real life scenes, as long as you understand most of it.
If you understand about 90 to 95%, that's the sweet spot. Too easy? You don't grow? Too hard? You get frustrated.
After watching, write down or record a few new words.
Then use them in your own sentence. For example, if you learned chilly, say, "It's chilly this morning. I need my coffee."
The goal isn't perfection, and it's repetition through meaning.
Instead of studying lists, just review real examples.
Tools like flashcards or short quizzes can help, but even rewatching a video counts as review.
When you learn through input, you also pick up chunks of language. Ready-made phrases like, "I'll give it a try," or "That makes sense."
And these are the phrases native speakers use all the time.
Exactly. It's not just vocabulary, it's rhythm, tone, and culture packed into one line.
You know what's amazing? After a few weeks of input, you start thinking in English without translating.
That's the turning point. When English stops feeling like a school subject and starts feeling like part of you.
It's like switching your phone's language to English. At first, it's weird, but soon your brain adapts.
And suddenly, you're not searching for words. They just come. Have you ever caught yourself thinking or dreaming in English, even for a moment?
Comment, yes, if you've experienced that. Or, not yet, if you're still waiting for it to happen.
Because that's the sign you're getting closer to fluency.
Let's compare quickly.
In classrooms, you often study about English instead of in English.
You memorize grammar rules, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank.
That's because real communication isn't logical, it's instinctive.
Comprehensible input trains that instinct. You don't think of grammar, you feel it.
For example, you don't memorize present perfect continuous.
You just hear, I've been studying English for 2 years, 100 times in context, and it becomes natural.
Exactly. You didn't study the rule, but your brain recognized the pattern.
That's why we always say, exposure beats explanation.
So tell us, what's one English phrase you hear often, but never fully understood until you saw it in context?
Share it below. You might help another learner too.
Start small. Even 15 minutes of English you understand every day makes a difference.
Mix it up. One day a vlog, next day a podcast, then a short story.
The more variety, the better. Your brain loves fresh context.
And don't worry about understanding everything. If you get the main idea, that's enough.
Some people say, but Sarah, should I just listen passively?
Good question. Passive listening is good for exposure, but active listening is where the magic happens.
Active means you pause, repeat, and even shadow. Speak along with the audio.
That's how your mouth learns what your ears already know.
Fluency doesn't come overnight, but it does come to everyone who stays consistent.
Remember, children take years before they speak fluently, but they never quit listening.
So be patient with yourself. Every day of input adds up.
You might not see progress this week, but in a few months, people will notice your accent, confidence, and flow.
Quick challenge. How many minutes of English can you promise to listen to today?
Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see who commits to the longest streak.
So let's wrap this up.
The only way to become fluent in English,
Is to understand it first. That's comprehensible input.
learn through stories, real conversations, and interesting content, not endless grammar drills.
Reinforce what you hear, review naturally, and keep it fun.
Because if it's fun, you'll stick with it. And consistency beats talent every time.
Before we go, let's teach a few phrases you can use when learning with input. That rings a bell. It sounds familiar. I got the gist. I understood the main idea. It slipped my mind. I forgot.
Try using one of those in the comments to practice.
Remember, your brain learns English when it understands English. So stop worrying about mistakes and start surrounding yourself with input you enjoy.
Every vlog, podcast, or movie you understand is one more step toward fluency.
You're not just learning words, you're training your mind to live in English.
So keep listening, keep watching, and don't give up.
Because fluency isn't magic, it's momentum.
And you're already moving forward.
Thanks for joining us today on Mr. English Talks.
If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs motivation.
And remember, the only way to become fluent in English
Is to understand it.